Let's go to page 247. This is lesson 5-9. The objective of this lesson is to solve and use fractional equations. So let's go to example 1. So you have a 3 over x squared minus 7x plus 10 plus, and the 2, I'm going to put 2 over 1. And this will equal to x minus 4 over x minus 5. So this is the example of fractional equation. You have equation with fractions. Okay, so to solve fractional equation, what you need to do is you need to get the LCD. But to find the LCD, you need to factor this. Okay, so let's go to the side and let's go and factor this. So you need to add to get negative 7. You need to multiply to get 10. So you start with 1 comma 10, but if you use positive and positive, you're not going to get negative. So you have to use negative and negative. So negative 1 times negative 10 give you 10, but when you add, you don't get that. So you go negative 2, negative 5, and that's it. Okay? So this would be equal to 3 over, and from here would be x minus 2, x minus 5. When there's no number in front, means coefficient is 1, so whatever you get is whatever you put down. Okay? And so this will be 2 over 1 equal to x minus 4 over x minus 5. Okay. So again, all we do is just factor this. So once we factor this, we can see that LCD, okay, so LCD is going to be equal to x minus 2, x minus 5. Okay. So that's what we're going to multiply to get rid of fraction. Okay, so multiply by LCD. Okay, so this will cancel, cancel, cancel. You're going to end up with a 3. Okay? Now this one over here, you have to multiply all this together. But instead of multiply this part, notice this came from here. Right? This came from here, so you just multiply this. So you're going to get 2x squared minus 14x plus 20. Right? So again, when you multiply this, you're going to get that. So 2 times that, you just go and multiply each term. Okay, equal. And this will cancel out. Now when you multiply this, you can go off to the side, or you can just do it mentally. So you're going to get x squared. Now remember, the middle term, see, the middle term came from adding. So when you add this, will give you minus 6x. And the last term is multiply. So multiply will give you plus 8. Your next step is go ahead and, since they are squares, so you need to make it equal to 0 so you can do the factoring. So minus x squared on both sides. So this will be gone. Plus 6x. Plus 6x. So this will be gone. So minus 8. Minus 8. Okay, so let's go and combine the like terms. So this one will give me x squared. Okay, and this one would be minus 8x. And then leftover numbers, this will give me 12 plus 3 will give me 15. Okay. So once we make it equal to 0, we can do the factoring. So go to your steps. So step 1, common factor. Step 2, special factor. Step 3, step 4. So this is step 4. So make sure you go through the list. So again, you need to go and add to get negative 8. You need to multiply to get 15. Okay. So start with 1 comma 15. But if you use positive, you're not going to get negative. So you have to use negative, negative. So negative 3, negative 5, and that's it. Okay, so you're going to get x minus 3, x minus 5. So again, when you don't see the coefficient in front, whatever you see over here is whatever you put down. Then from here, you go ahead and solve. So you're going to get x equal to 3 and x equal to 5. Now, when you have a variable in the denominator, okay, there are things you need to do. Is you have to look for excluded value. So over here, x cannot equal to 2, x cannot equal to 5. Because when x equal to 2, we make this equal to 0, and that's not allowed. Okay, and same thing over here, when x equal to 5, you will make this equal to 0, and it's not allowed. So once you solve, you have to check. So you can see this one is not allowed. So 5 is not allowed because you will make this equal to 0, so cross it out. So only answer you get is x equal to 3. Okay. So again, whenever you have variable in the denominator, you have to watch out. You have to write down your not allowed value, okay, the restricted value. Okay, let's go to next one. So page 248 and example 2. Okay, so read the poem one time to get an idea. So you have a pool, and you're gonna pump the water out. Okay. So you have the large pump, and you have the small pump. And the small pump, the time is equal to the amount of time we take out. It doesn't tell you, so it's just equal to t. And this one, the time is 7 hours less. So time for this one equal to 7 hours less, so it would be t minus 7. Okay. So once you know the time, the rate would be the reciprocal, so it would be 1 over t, and the rate is how much we can get done in 1 hour. So it would be 1 over t minus 7. Okay? And all together, time equal to 12 hours. So if both are working, it will take 12 hours. That means the rate for together equal to 1 over 12. Okay? So now you're ready to write your equation. Your equation would be, they're going to work together for 12 hours. So the rate is 1 over t minus 7. Okay, that's how fast it's pumping out, times by 12 hours. Okay, plus this one, the rate is 1 over t. That's how much it's pumping out, times 12. Okay, and this will equal to 1 because there's one pool, right? So this is how fast it's pumping out per hour times number of hours plus how much is this one is pumping out per hour times 12 hours equal to one pool. You empty out one swimming pool. Okay, so this one is kind of hard to visualize, so I'm going to write a better way. So write a little bit better, so easier to visualize. Okay. Okay, to solve this equation, you need to multiply by LCD. So your LCD would be t minus 7, t minus 7, t minus 7. So again, when you have fractional equation, you need to multiply by LCD. But you also need to watch for restricted value. So over here, t cannot equal to 0, t cannot equal to 7. So those are restricted value. Those values are not allowed. So keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify our equation. So this will cancel out, so I get 12t. This will cancel out, so I get 12t minus 84. You have to distribute. Equal, this will be t squared minus 7t. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I'm doing anything, I'm going to flip it over because the t squared is on this side. So I'm going to move it to this side. I'm just flip this whole thing over. So I got t squared minus 7t equal to 12t plus 12t minus 84. Okay. So I'm not doing anything. I just flip things over. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to minus 24t on both sides so that this will cancel out. I'm going to make it equal to 0 so I can factor. So plus 84, so this will cancel out. So I got t squared minus 31t plus 84 equal to 0. Okay, the next is I need to factor this. So I need to add to get negative 31. I need to multiply to get 84. Okay, so you can start 1 comma 84, and I need to use negatives, right? So negative 2, negative 42. Negative 3, negative 28, and that's the one already. Okay. So I get t minus 3, t minus 28. So I solve, I get t equal to 3, t equal to 28. Okay. Now, you have to do a little bit of checking, okay? Because up here the time, so when you so over here, t cannot equal to, okay, so what happened is when you check, okay, okay, so notice that t cannot equal to 3 because over here the time for the large pump is t minus 3 or t minus 7. So if t equal to 3, it will give you negative time. Okay, so this one is no good, right? Again, the large pump is the t minus 7. Okay, so if t equal to 3, okay, if the t equal to 3 over here, the t minus 7 will give you negative time for the large pump, so cannot. Okay, so t is your small pump. Okay, so this is for the small pump, and t minus 7 will equal to 21, and this is for the large pump. And since it asks you for the large pump, so the answer will be 21 hours. Okay, let's go to example 3. Okay, so example 3 is you have an airplane and it's going halfway, and this one has strong headwind, and the second half don't have headwind. Okay, so over here, the first half, the rate is equal to 200. The rate is 600 kilometers per hour. So the first half of the 2,000 kilometer trip. So that means this one, the distance equal to 1,000 kilometers, right? Half, right? And over here, the second half, the distance equal to 1,000 kilometers. Because again, it's a 2,000 kilometers trip. So first half will be 1,000, second half will be 1,000. And you're looking for the rate of the second half. Okay. And this whole trip, the distance equal to 2,000 kilometers, and the rate equal to 720 kilometers per hour overall. Since we're looking for the time, looking for the rate, but first we need to look the time, okay, figure out the time. So over here, so the formula for motion is r times time equal to distance. Now if you look over here, we know the rate, we know the distance, we can find time, right? So time, if you divide both sides by r, so time will equal to the distance divided by r, okay? So time equal to distance divided by r, so let's go and do that. So for this one, the time for the first part equal to the distance divided by the rate. So T1, the first half, will equal to 5/3 hours. Okay, so we can put down over here. So time equal to 5/3 hour. This one, the number is not giving, so this one, the time will be equal to, again, time is distance divided by r. So this will be equal to distance divided by r. And we don't know, okay? So this one is not helping. But this one we can do the same thing. So this one, the t total would be equal to the distance divided by r. So the total time will equal to, so we can cancel things out, and again, when you reduce, you're going to get 25/9, right? If you divide it by, if you divide by 4, you're going to get 8, divided by 4, you get 50, and divide by 2, you get 25 and 9. Okay. Okay, so this one, the time will equal to 25/9. Well, from here, if you see that this time T1 equal to 5 over 3, and this is 25 over 9. We can figure out this time, right? So T2 for the second half, so 2 is the second half, will equal to the T total, the total time, minus the first half for the time, okay? So again, the time for second half is the total time minus the time for the first half. So T2 will equal to, again, you can use your calculator, so it'd be 15 over 9. So T2 will equal to, no, this is 10. Let's see, 10 over 9. Okay, so T2 equal to 10 over 9. So from here we can see that, okay, so we don't need this one. So from here, again, now we can figure out the rate, okay? Because r times time equal to distance. So from here we know that we just found the time equal to 10 over 9, okay? So we can use this information to find the rate. So you're kind of just using the equation over and over and over. Okay, so r times by time would be 10 over 9 equal to the distance, which is 1,000, right? So multiply by the reciprocal, so multiply by 9 over 10, so multiply by 9 over 10, so this will cancel out, so r equal to 900 kilometers per hour, okay, and that's it. So sometimes the word problems, if it gets complicated, you just have to break it down into small parts and figure it out, okay? So again, over here we have enough information to figure out the time, so we can subtract to figure out this time. Once we figure out how much time it takes, and we know the distance, we can figure out the rate, okay?